So yeah, you're gonna put it in.
Okay.
And then you're gonna have your mouth open, and then you're gonna hit start, and you have to hold it down the whole way. And then you're gonna feel it go. It's gonna feel kind of weird when it's the first time it goes through, but then you're gonna have it go all the way through, and then it'll get down, and it'll start. You'll feel this kind of like suction feeling, and it'll bubble a little. So just let it go a little bit more, and then blow out of your nose, and then take it out.
This is fucking ridiculous. So
you kind of want to put your, like, however you got to get it into your nostrils. Yeah. So, like,
oh man.
Yeah, there.
And just keep your mouth open.
Yeah, keep your mouth open. Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
You're not supposed to waterboard yourself.
Oh, man.
Yo, can we talk about this fog? Like, I don't know, can we? Can we even talk about it? Look at this. That's the fucking... I feel like I can fucking chew it. This is... Dude, you can't even see it out here. Hold on, let me switch. There we go. That's actually really good. Damn, this is way better low light than I was expecting. Pepper, go potty. Look at this shit. It's thick. Fucking feels meaty. Feels like you could chew it. Fun fact, I still haven't fucking edited the last vlog for the Vlogmas. And that shit should have been out yesterday first thing. Or was it today first thing? Is it the first? No, I meant today was the first. Today was the, whatever. You know what I mean. Come on. Should have been out this morning, is my point. But it's fucking midnight, so it's already the second.
It's funny, because I talk about how, oh, the Insta360 Go 2 is so much more suited, like, as a daily driver vlogging thing, except when you need to actually fucking connect it and transfer some shit, it constantly fucking disconnects. And like connecting through this fucking thing, through the actual base, trash. I have to put it in the other fucking harness that has a USB-C connector. Oh, and look, it just fucking works now. It just fucking works. So stupid. Like, that is the #1 fucking problem I have with this thing. Like, I think if that, oh man, if a newer, like if they put out a #3 this year, they put out an Insta360 Go 3 with, obviously with more storage. 64 gigs is a must have. Like, I got this right before they launched the 64 gig. If they do that, and if they figure out this fucking computer transfer issue, like, look at that, that was done. Done. Super quick. It wasn't a long fucking clip. That's what bothers me. Oh man. Anyway, so I'm editing last week's vlog, the last vlog of 2022. 2023 is here, my friends, and I have started it with an actual to-do list. We are gonna go ahead and mark off edit Vlogmas. Once this is done, this is a fun test for the Insta360 because I left it out in the car. Well, I left it in the car during our whole visit. It was basically like from about 1:00 p.m. yesterday till about 8:15 this morning. It stayed in the car. So yeah, that was not a great move, but hey, seems to still be working. I'm thinking this might be a 2-weeker. I'm gonna look at the footage, see what's popping. I mean, you're watching, so you know the difference. You know if this is the first video of the new year in the vlogs or the second. Speaking of Happy New Year, we are kicking it off pretty strongly. Been working on stuff, getting some stuff done around the house. Tonight I have emails to send, and I'm shooting to put out that issue of Catalyst next week. then move on to T3G channel stuff. Now I had snuck in a little note, a little aside, if you will, about the future of the vlog channel, and I do think it is limiting to call it T3G Vlogs, which is why we are going to rebrand and we're going to call it Adventures in the Nexus. The reason we're going to call it that is because Nexus is the company, right? Nexus is the legal business name. Nexus is the all-encompassing thing, and I don't just talk about the main channel stuff here. I don't just talk about production for the main channel. I don't just talk about behind the scenes for the main channel here. This is everything. You know, I talk about writing, I talk about the catalyst, I talk about panels on pages, I talk about everything. You know, this is the documentation of the whole process on the way to world domination, as I think everyone's every driven person's goal is. You know, I think simple, just and righteous world domination. Oh yeah. But anyway. But yeah, so that's kind of like my design challenge, if you will, of the new year. I also want to update the icon on the main channel. While I love the circuit board and hex pattern that it's got currently, I do want to do something a little more, I don't know, I do want to do something a little more in the vein of, the actual, I don't know, I do want to do something different. That's what I know. I want to change a little bit. I want to just a little update. Nothing major, still the same logo. I'm not redesigning the logo. But I am going to commit to redesigning the Tangents logo this year. That was something that I talked about last year, but I just didn't do it. So this year, I am going to actually do that. Come on, what are you doing, man? Either go or don't go, Joe. Okay. Now everybody wants to change fucking... Come on. Anyway, yeah, that was something I wanted to change. I wanted to rebrand. Just call it the Tangents Podcast. Again, just like little stuff. Just don't know how to, I have some ideas about the logo. I'm gonna crack open the designs from last year, see where we can get with it, because I really want to do more Tangent stuff. Like, Tangents has been a very neglected aspect of the things. I want to actually get the Panels on Pages podcast out weekly, so I'm actually going to record this week's episode tonight. Why don't you have your lights on, you son of a bitch? Something simple, something short, possibly, I don't know, something simple, possibly the DC Universe stuff. I know they're supposed to be making some announcements, and maybe I want to preempt that. Maybe I want to say some shit about the DC, like the things that they have announced, the things that they have said, and the projects they have canceled, and the projects they haven't. Maybe that's the move. But first, I'm gonna fucking eat dinner, because I'm actually actually being really good with how much I'm eating. So I'm just eating my small breakfast. I'm eating my sardines for like a mid-morning lunch or snack or whatever, and then my lunch is pre-made, pre-measured. Like, I'm doing pretty good, but that does mean that when I get home, I'm fucking hungry. That has been a very new, interesting experience. It's like I'm not like full from work, you know. I'm not full from lunch still. Yeah, no, I'm like legitimate. Like right now, I'm just getting hungry because I put a little extra rice in my lunch today. It's kind of like the leftover of the rice, so it was like a cup and a half. But like it's been an adjustment, let me tell you. But it feels good. Like, it feels good. I do want to make sure I continue adding vegetables, because I think that definitely made it a much more appetizing meal today, because it wasn't just chicken and rice. It was chicken and vegetables and rice. So yeah, I think I will work to include more of that. This week I definitely just cooked. I cooked the chicken and the vegetables together, and then put that in and added rice. And I think I'm sticking with basmati rice because that shit was like, I don't know, it just was way more flavorful. Like, I don't know, it had a better consistency. It didn't feel so bland, really. But also the vegetables were there, so maybe that could have just been a combined effect. Regardless, I feel good. I feel good with the fact that I have not been going to fucking McDonald's. I won't lie, this morning, I don't know what the fuck it was. I passed by somebody who was fucking cranking up fucking McDonald's. I don't know if they just had like a whole like car full of McDonald's or some shit. All I know is I drove by at some point on the route home, on the route to work this morning. I was like, why the fuck do I smell goddamn hash browns right now? Just like a shit ton of hash browns. But yeah, I do want some hash browns. I'm not gonna lie. That was something I was like, damn, I kind of want some hash browns. But I didn't like do a cheat day this weekend. Saturday or Sunday we had pizza, but I didn't have like a shit ton. Like, I had 2.5 slices, let's say. Figured I haven't been recording, so I might as well bring this thing so I can record. And I don't know if it was that, but right before the end of the day, I printed out my story, my novella, and I've got that 2-up, so basically 2 pages on a sheet, printed out, double spaced, so that I can go through it and edit it and get some shit done. I mean, it's coming up end of January anyway, but I'd like to. You're a fucking asshole, sir. Just jumping out from the fucking mouth that way. I'd love to be able to get it done by the end of the week. Giving myself February to maybe get some beta readers, some motherfuckers that just give me some thoughts, some opinions. You know, just people who are willing to give it a good old read through. I hope that box is for me. You got a big ass box. That boy got a big box. Boy, Best Buy out here. He got a big box. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is wrong with me? Anyway, so as I was saying, I haven't really recorded this week except for a little bit. So here we are. It's fucking Saturday. So we're gonna be closing out the fucking 2-weeker here with this. I'm going to meet up with Haris. We're gonna go to Prodavnica. Jebem ti mater. Just he's picking up some fucking kaimak. I might pick up some shavapi. We'll see what happens. I just had to fucking leave. I had to fucking leave because I was trying to fucking make signage for my setup at Thunder Comics, but fucking it like I couldn't print it. I realized I was like, oh, like it's a 3-foot wide fucking sign thing. I'd have to figure out like how to split the design up onto basically 3 sheets of paper, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna fucking go and get some like proper shit printed out, and then cut it. Spend a little time at a Staples, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so got my massage today. My back feels fucking amazing. This dude put in work. Dude was like fucking working the elbow in there. Just he got some aggression out on my ass. Like that fucking that shit was good. Shit felt good. It was funny though because I was like neck and back, right? So I'm thinking I'm gonna be on my face the whole time. It's gonna work the neck and back. Done deal. Then he asked me to turn around. He's like, I'm gonna work on your neck some more. So he worked, with both hands on just the neck. But then that meant that for fucking 10 minutes, this man was just over top of me, breathing into my fucking face. I was like, God damn it, I would have fucking required you to wear a mask if that was the fucking case. Son of a bitch. Like, I didn't know this. I didn't know it was gonna be 10 minutes of you fucking tenderly blowing into my fucking mouth. God damn it. Whatever. I think I'm good. I hope I'm good. I mean, who fucking knows? Who knows if you're good anymore? Doesn't fucking matter. Apparently, COVID causes heart attacks now. Fucking shit. Shit. So I'm gonna go to my comic shop, see if he got the House of M omnibus. Because from what I'm hearing, it came out. If it came out, I want that shit. It's a little harsh though. I mean, like, kind of hard for me to. Like, I get it. Man's got to make money. Situation's a little different. So what I was saying is, man, I think I just recorded half of the thoughts I was having. So it's a little. I'm hard pressed to continue to order things through Jason because he only gives 25% off, whereas Sarah gives 45%. You mean that's many more percents. That's considerable percentage differences. Now I'm not saying, I'm not trying to cut into the man's bottom line, but at the same time, like, I only have so much money. If it's $100, we're talking a $20 fucking difference a book. Like, shit adds up. That shit adds up to, after 3 books, I'm down the price of what could have been another book. And at 45%, I'm way more likely to try out some shit. We'll think about it. We'll consider what the future has in store. So yeah, remember that time when I said it was going to be a 2-weeker? It's going to be a 1-monther. That was a decision I made. And it's not really going anywhere. So anyway, the wildest fucking thing just happened. It was snowing. Like, when I pulled out of my work, it was proper snowing, like flurry. Not heavy snow, but there was snow flurry everywhere. And when I got on the highway, it disappeared. And I mean, just gone. Not like reduced slowly over like a period of a mile or what. No. I mean, I took a turn off of York Road onto 290, and before I exited the fucking on-ramp, there was no snow. It was gone. The shit was just gone. and it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I get that there are places where you can have rain and then, you know, not rain, and snow and not snow. I just have never seen it just hard cut like that. It felt like I loaded a new map. It felt like the on-ramp was the loading screen, and the fucking snow had not loaded on the highway, so it just didn't render the snow. Like, I don't know what the fuck else to even describe it as. But anyway, it took a half day today. It is the 20th. I feel like I should drop the little dates in the corner going forward. I feel like I should say the dates and then be able to drop the dates. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. I mean, you know what it looks like because you're seeing the final product. I don't know what the fuck this shit's gonna look like. I might use transitions. I might not use transitions. Who fucking knows? You know? Who fucking knows? I want to go back to fucking Resolve because it's, I don't want to say that it's easier, but I don't know, lately I've just had a lot of fucking issues with Premiere, especially when loading and memory. I feel like if I had the money, which, like, I guess I have the credit, but if I had the money to actually build like a 128 gig RAM system, right? Ryzen, you know, like everything else top tier as much as I can. I feel like if I opened Premiere, it would still give me a memory error. I just have that feeling. I have the feeling that if I said, hey, Premiere, leave 12 gigs open, it'd be like, cool. Then I'll take the other 120 whatever the fuck, or 115. You know, I don't know the math is right now. 120. Be 120. If it's 132. Whatever. Anyway, you get a shit ton of RAM, and I feel like it would be like, cool, whatever you said to leave open, I'll leave that open, and I will take the fucking rest, because I'm Adobe Premiere, and fuck you. That's how I feel Premiere works. And that's the fucking problem with that program. Whereas fucking Resolve is like, you know what? You know, I'm using the fucking 8 gigs or whatever, 16 gigs. That's what I'm going to use. So sometimes it'll slow down or whatever. But, you know, the shit works. The shit just generally works. Premiere's like, nah, give me all of it. I'll fucking kill you. I'll kill your whole family. Like, it's like a bully. Like, I don't give a shit. No, you fucking give me 30? I want 36. Like, shit, dude. Like, that's what it feels like, okay? But anyway, yeah, so I'm hoping that DaVinci, rather Blackmagic, who makes DaVinci, figures out this whole GoPro thing, because that shit is real annoying. That shit is real fucking annoying, because, you know, like, I don't want to have to spend a shit ton of time creating proxies, right? That's why I don't fucking deal with high-res footage. You know, I'm completely uninterested in setting up proxy files and all this other bullshit. So, like, if I'm not gonna create proxies, like if I'm not gonna record in 4K and create proxies to have Premiere work smoother, why am I gonna convert GoPro footage to fucking, you know, AVI or whatever? To fucking AVI or whatever, so that, you know, I can use it in fucking DaVinci. Like, it just doesn't make sense, right? So I'm not going to be doing that until they fucking fix that. But I'm not gonna stop using the GoPro. The GoPro is the superior fucking camera. I mean, I keep going back and forth on it, but the GoPro is superior in that I get longer recording times even with heat, and I get just longer recording times in general. A screen, I get more options readily available. Like, everything's on the camera. I don't have to fucking go into the fucking little, you know, controller or into the app. Like, just, there's more stuff to it. It is a far superior camera, but I still don't know if it is the superior vlogging camera. Because it's like, how often, like, this is a long clip, but it's because I'm driving. Like, how often are you recording? And I'm recording on my fucking phone, right? Because it's right there. And I'm not going to fucking set up my... Now, sometimes I throw the fucking thing up. Why why are we taking up half the street? Can y'all just go and park somewhere? What the fuck y'all doing? Fucking people, man. It's like there's literally a parking lot right there. What was I saying? But like I put up the the Insta360 because the fucking mount up here is really good for it, but at the same time, the phone's always with me. So it's like if I just want that quick clip, like I could always just use the phone, and then the GoPro could be like the main shooter. I don't know, man. Like the Insta, it's got potential. There's just something, I don't know. Like the heat is a problem for sure. The heat's a huge fucking problem. Because I'll be honest with you, I've recorded a shit ton with my phone and it never fucking overheats. I've never had my fucking phone overheat, ever. So I don't really understand why fucking GoPros overheat, let alone, like the Insta, I get it. That thing's fucking tiny. But like, I don't know, and we're specking. I don't know why the fucking GoPro overheats. It makes no fucking sense for the GoPro to overheat at all. Regardless, today I am working on the Catalyst magazine, hoping to finish it today. Honestly, I'm really hoping to just get that thing done. So if I can finish it today, I got some calls to make today. Motherfuckers who are open while I'm at work and closed when I get off work. So I'm gonna make some appointments. Got a tax appointment set up for tomorrow, so we can get that shit done. And possibly some business. The tax people that we're going to, somebody that Erica knows, we both know. I don't know. I might have met this person, but regardless, they said they've been busy, and so busy that they haven't put out a website for it, and then don't have a logo. I was like, wow, that might be a conversation we can have. Because if the business, like really, all I want to make the like cost of the business, and then everything else is padding. Like all the Google shit, all the Amazon shit is just plus. That's like my goal for the year. In January or February, I'd love to make the total cost, all of our bills for the year. So I'm gonna have to do that math tonight before I have that conversation, so that I can price them accordingly.
Well, did a little snow cleanup. Wasn't expecting there to be snow, but it's very light. I mean, like, we're down to the pavement with me just walking on it, so I'm not gonna shovel, because why? It's gonna go away. So what we're doing today, well, like one of the things we're doing today is finally deciding on which breakfast sandwich is the best breakfast sandwich, from my perspective. But now I will qualify this by saying some days you don't get the best version of a sandwich. So hopefully today we're gonna get the best versions of both the breakfast Baconator and the steak and egg bagel from McDonald's. And then we're gonna decide, because those were my two go-tos. The McDonald's one was my go-to for ages, and the the Baconator is a recent addition, like in the last 2 years. But I want to decide which one I like better, or at least which one I like better today. Let's go. Where we're at, usually there isn't that much need for police action, but there is a police officer in this lot, just hanging out. My fucking card didn't go through. Well, like, not my card didn't go through, but like the transaction in the app didn't go through. So it's weird, because it's the same fucking card. I don't know, the McDonald's app has been fucking freaking out for a while. I'm gonna hit the side dishes. The potatoes are good. It's like an entirely different experience than the hash brown, right? Like, they're different. That one's way hotter because I just got it. I don't know. I can't say that one is better than the other. I think each is great for what it is. Let's make sure that they listened to me. They did. So I do the double Baconator. You have to add a patty. And at my Wendy's, you have to tell them to make sure they put that second fucking patty on there, because I've been shorted a patty many a time. And that's $1.40. I can't afford to just give Wendy's $1.40. I will say, I've had the most consistency with the Wendy's sandwich. And I'll be honest, man, a breakfast patty. That's like a sausage patty. That's not some bullshit fucking little mini thin patty. Frosty Chino is where it's at. I will say that was by far the worst Baconator I've had, but it's still very good. I don't know. It was missing like a, I don't know, the patty felt, like maybe it was thicker than normal. I don't know. It felt like it wasn't juicy enough. I don't know. I'm a terrible fucking food reviewer. I will say the one negative thing about the steak is that it is always very greasy, and I feel like I always get some on me. So we're gonna try to prep here ahead of time. The steak, I'm gonna say never. I think once in all my years have I had the steak come out like dry. Other than that, it's very juicy, and you usually end up spilling something on yourself. And this is like a perfectly made bagel. It might be the bagel. I might like the bagel. The caramelized onions bring like a different flavor to it. I feel like the Baconator, a lot of the flavor is in that sauce, whereas this is the ingredients. I think there is a sauce on here. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But like the cheese, the egg, like the steak, obviously the caramelized onions, I can taste them all separately. Whereas like the Baconator is like a whole thing, like a whole thing flavor. So I think it might be steak. So there we go. DIY brunch. The reason I did this, the reason I had this idea, I've wanted to do this for a while, but the reason I had this idea specifically today was because Erica's going out to brunch. And I was like, oh, I can have my own little makeshift brunch. A little early for brunch. It's just coming up 10 o'clock. It's a little early for brunch. But I think this will hold me over. Because the way I see brunch is you're going to have brunch and you're not going to have lunch, right? You're having breakfast and lunch, and then you don't have lunch. So I think this will definitely hold me over until dinner. Also, I don't know, the Frosty Chino, first time I had it, I was like, this shit is fire. And now every time I go, I get there, I get it. I don't think there's anything at McDonald's that matches the flavor of this. Like, it's sweet, it's coffee, like, you just can't lose with this. That's why I get it large every time. Shit is fire. It's like you definitely like I think they pour mostly coffee, and then they pour like a little bit of the frosty creamer or whatever the fuck it is. And that shit just comes out good every time. I've never had it where it's like not tasty or like too sweet or whatever, but it's like properly fucking creamered coffee. I used to fucking live off hazelnut iced coffees from McDonald's. I don't know, grew out of them. They don't taste as good anymore. Maybe they changed something. Who knows? They do that shit. Well, let's get back to the crib. I got some shit to do today. Magazine dropped last night. Super excited about that. I'm gonna do a little bit more sharing today, a little bit more promotion. Do a little TikTok about that. And then I'm gonna clean up upstairs. I'm gonna edit. We're back to the videos, baby. Back to the videos. Coming in the blender. 'Tis a snowy day. Well, I need to go to the comic shop to fix the labeling because, of course, fancy barcodes cost money, which I think is stupid as shit. And I'm gonna have to look into a way to get around that because that's what I do. I think it's stupid. Why would you need a service to? Regardless, whatever. Yeah. So I gotta go replace the signage I put up at the comic shop, and I'm going to Protagonista with Hadis. So let's fucking go. I don't think I've done a lot of driving footage on this, and it's snowing. I'm a boss and you a worker. Listen here, boy, don't make me hurt you. You want trouble, I got plenty. How you want it? Fully send me. I'm so rich, so all that fuckboy shit you kicking don't offend me. I said, consistency is more important than intensity. I went to work and I felt like I wasn't getting as much of a range of motion as I used to have on my left shoulder, so I did a stretch that I used to do back in the day. Thought nothing of it. Like an hour later, my shoulder's hurting, and I was like, why does my fucking shoulder hurt?
didn't sleep on it weird and wake up with a feeling like that. Like 20 minutes ago, after fucking suffering and pain all day, I was like, oh yeah, I did that stretch that I hadn't done in like 20 fucking years. So that's why it hurt. It was my own fucking fault.
Well, that's gonna be that for January. It's February 1st. It's ass early in the morning, and I did not replenish my wiper fluid, so I have to sit here while my shit warms up. Awesome. Fucking awesome. See you next time.